Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Consciousness Motherfucking Empowerment. Here we talk about consciousness, spiritual laws, and how to reach your fucking dreams. Today, we are going over the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel, Shin. And we are on the chapter Intuition or Guidance, okay? Which is chapter 8. Chapter 8, Intuition or Guidance. Now, before we get started, ask yourself, are you ready to learn and apply? Okay, and watch the video. If you're not ready to watch, do not watch it, turn it off. You're not going to get the benefit, okay? So if you said you're ready to learn and apply, good. If not, don't watch. 2, are you ready to be the highest version of yourself? The best version of yourself, the one without fear, the one that does the work to remove the fear, to become the highest version of yourself, okay? So that's what stops a lot of people from reaching their dreams. It's fear. It's all make believe. It's a belief. Your belief in fear makes it real, okay? So we're going to talk about how we can get rid of that, okay? In this video, all right? So let's get started, all right? Intuition or guidance, okay? Intuition or guidance. When we ask for guidance, we will get it, okay? A lot of law of attraction and masters talk about this, okay? They talk about getting hunches. However, we can request for these hunches. We can request them, okay? So how do we fucking do this, right? How do we get the next steps? Some people say when you read these books, your how is not your job, okay? But you can ask how. It's not your job to find out how it is, but you can ask what the next step is, okay? So it's similar, but not. One is you're asking how, and anxiety. Another one is just requesting. Just a simple request to the universe. Let me know if I need to do something. What is the next step? And let it go. If you don't need to do anything, you won't get a hunch. If you do need to get something, you'll get a hunch. Okay, does that make sense? Now comment below, let me know if that makes sense. And write it out too, because then it means that you understand it. If you can't verbalize something, you don't understand it. So there's a story about giving. This woman wanted to receive more money. She wanted a demonstration of more money. And so she made a lead. She made a quote. And she combined 2 of them. She made a affirmation of a demonstration and a lead. She says this. Quote, a woman desired a large sum of money. She spoke the words, Infinite Spirit, open the way for my immediate supply. Let all that is mine by divine right now reach me in great avalanches of abundance. And then she added, give me a definite lead. Let me know if there is anything for me to do. Okay. So a thought came to mind to give a friend $100. Okay. And she told another friend, okay, about it. And her friend said, no, don't give her the $100. Just wait. But that was her lead. And then she spoke to somebody else and she said, I gave $1 to somebody and it felt like I gave $100. So another lead came to her. So she's like, oh shit, I need to give the $100 because it came, you know. That's called synchronicity. I get a lot of that synchronicity going on because sometimes for a book, I see a book and then I'm like, oh, kind of like inspires me, or like I get here's the word I want to use, demon. Okay, demon comes from the Greek word, okay, being divine. Okay, being divine. Look up the word demon and its origin. It just means a divine spirit, okay, or being spiritually inspired. Spiritually inspired, okay, that's what it means. And so I felt that, right? I felt spiritually inspired when I saw this certain book. This happens to me a lot. I see a certain book or a certain something, I get divinely inspired, right? And demonstration is like the evidence of something spiritual. So manifestation is the same meaning. You got to look at these words. Don't let just like people just say things and like just take them at face value. Look them up. Because I read the word demon and demonstration, and I looked up demon and its origin, and it just means spiritually inspired, divinely inspired. And so that's your hunch, a divine inspiration to take action on something. So I see the book or the certain something, and then I get to see it again. I see it again and I see it again. I'm like, what the heck? Why does that keep on popping into my consciousness? So I follow it, and it happens. So that's what happened to her. Synchronicity. Okay, you can use it for your demonstrations, but you must affirm. Okay, well, go at your demonstration and then say, give me a definite lead. Let me know if there is anything for me to add. So you can do your affirmation for abundance, and you can say these things because you know what the goals are. So Florence knows the goals. You know, the people know the goals in Florence's book. So if you want a certain amount of money, you can affirm the certain amount of money, or just know that that's that certain amount of money. Like, okay, you visualize it in your head. Like, okay, 10,000, 1 million, whatever it is, a billion, whatever it is, whatever your heart's desiring. Okay, you see it. Okay, I see it. And you say this quote, or it could be health, right? And you say, Infinite Spirit, open the way for my immediate blank, whatever it is, health, wealth, love. For my immediate love, let all that is mine by divine right now reach me in great avalanches of abundance. And then add, give me a definite lead. Let me know if there is anything for me to do. Or you could just create your own affirmations, whatever rings powerfully inspiration to you, right? What rings inspiration to you. And then you can also ask when you don't know what action to take, you can ask for the right decision, okay? And so you can say this. Quote. And you can change this because this is a quote. This is an affirmation she made for her friend, somebody who came to her. Quote, I then gave thanks that she had already received and that it would manifest quickly. Very soon she had 3 positions offered, 2 in New York and 1 in Palm Beach. And she did not know which to choose. I said, ask for a definite lead. So, oh, there is no quote here. But you can say, Infinite Spirit or God, give me a definite lead, right? To make the right choice. And then she woke up the next day because this woman got a job offering in Florida and then at another place. And then she been to Florida so she could smell the palms of the beach. And so she smelled the palms of the beach when she woke up one day. And that was her definite lead. Okay, so these are the things that you start, you know, the synchronicities and commonalities that you can find, okay? That you will have. So the game is like, life is like a game. It's like a game, but you got to be connected to the spirit and understand how the spirit works. Quote, intuition is a spiritual faculty and does not explain, but simply points the way. So here's a story of a woman who wanted more money, right? And wait, hold on. Was it money? I want to make sure. Oh, she wanted good health. And so she was in a class and she said she was treating the class that, you know, everybody will get their manifestations, right? And then she got a hunch the student got a hunch to get a new apartment and get things out of storage because she had a bunch of things in storage. So she was not using them. Okay. When you don't use the things that you have, you lose them. Kind of like your body. If you don't work out, you lose your physique, you lose your strength. So she was getting sick because she was violating the law of use. She had things congested in her storage place. Things were congested there. So her body was congested and she was sick. So a lot of times there's a reflection of what's going on with within, without. Okay, so I'm gonna end it here. There's just so many quotes, but here's what I wrote, or what I quoted. Quote, as man becomes spiritually awakened, he recognizes that any external inharmony is the correspondence of mental inharmony. If he stumbles or falls, he may know he is stumbling or falling in consciousness. End quote. So Florence, that's Florence's words. Okay. Here's another one. Wisdom's ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. That's also Florence. Okay. Now here's an amazing story that I want to share. But before I go into it, I'm going to share something that Florence said. She says, quote, it is indeed often an effort of the will to leave the husks and swine of mortal thinking. It is much easier for the average person to have fear than faith. So faith is an effort of will. It is a will. It's a conscious thing, because when fear comes up, you have to stifle it, nip it in the bud. So you do an affirmation, take deep breaths, go move, do gratitude, whatever it is you got to do to take it out. Because when you're alone, like when I wake up in the morning and I'm just sitting in silence and just listening to my heart, just vain imaginings, negative images sometimes just pop up out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck? So I reaffirm the presence of the divine by saying, all plants that my Father has not planted in heaven are rooted up and incinerated now. I created that one because it's so powerful of the images. And then I say also, why do you fear, ye of little faith? That's the one we just read recently. So I'm using that one. I'm like, man, that's just bullshit. Why am I fucking scared for some bullshit? There's nothing. And then I'm just like, it's just me. Look, this is just me here. And then that's why I meditate every morning. I meditate and I'm like, wow, I'm at peace. And I'm at that time when I'm meditating, I'm in peace. It's just consciousness and I'm at peace. So that's why it's important to do it in the morning, because you set that foundation of peace in the morning. And of course, it's not going to be like, that's why life wouldn't be life if everything is just perfect. You're just like you have no understanding of what you don't like, what you don't want to be around, because you need to have the dichotomy of what you do like, so you can enjoy it and have that experience of heaven on earth, right? So you got to understand that. Okay, you have to understand that. And now here, let's transition into the story of wisdom of a situation. Understanding that things that are not going your way are actually going your way, especially when you are in divine mind. You are connected with a divine, because when you're in divine mind, that means you're connected with a divine. You're recognizing the divine. You know the spirit. Okay, so you say an affirmation like, I am with God and God is with me. God's long arm of love, protection, and safety surrounds me in my affairs. Okay, so you're with God. Okay, so when something shows up in your life that doesn't look positive, you know that it's positive. Okay, as you know that it's positive. Okay, because here's a quote. She says again, as one door shuts, another door opens. It's another one for positivity, for fucking positivity, and having that right state of mind. Another one is like, life is happening for me. Okay, life is happening for me. So here's a story. Who she had lost $2,000. Okay, this one's about $2,000, but all right, let's do it. Let's stick to it. Okay. she had given $2,000 to a relative, but the relative died, so she was resentful. She kind of hated this person, but she knows she was angry and resentful, so she knew the spiritual law, so she knew that she had there's no loss in divine mind. Nothing is lost. You have everything. So she forgave the woman, right? She forgave the person, and she opened the doors to the universal mind, because holding those negative thoughts, you're not linked with divine mind. It's just obvious. Okay. God is love. Okay. God is beauty. God is life. God is good. If you don't have those feelings of more life and love to others, you're not with God. Okay. You're not with God. You're with the lack and limitation. You're with the creation, not the creator. You're with the physical, right? The stuff that's ready, that has no power. You're losing your power because you're putting your faith and your understanding on what it has power, because God's in it, but it's not the power to create. So you want to be with the power, with God. Power. Okay, so she did that, and she made the statement: I deny loss. There is no loss in divine mind. Therefore, I cannot lose the $2,000 which belonged to me by divine right. Okay. Especially when you can use this for love, for health. I deny loss. There is no loss in divine mind. Therefore, I cannot lose the perfect partner who belongs to me by divine right. Maybe you broke up with somebody and they left. You're asking for the divine partner. Okay. I cannot lose the perfect partner that belongs to me by divine right. Or another way you can say is, I cannot lose the perfect health that belongs to me by divine right. There is no loss. There is no sickness in divine mind. Therefore, I cannot lose the health that belongs to me by divine right, which is perfect health. And so she was living in an apartment, and her lease was about to end because they had sold the place. They had 90 days. And so the lease had said that it had 90 days. And so she's like, okay, I gotta leave because they're gonna sell it. Then on top of that, they raised the rent to try and get people out sooner. And she didn't take it as a bad sign. She just said, as the rent has been raised, it means that I'll be that much richer, for God is my supply. She has spiritual understanding. She could have been negative, said, okay, I lost $2,000 and now my rent is up. My rent got raised. She could have been negative about it. Okay, she could have been a little bitch about it, but she wasn't, because what? Why? She has faith in God. She knows the spiritual laws. When we think, like Thomas Troward says, in the ideal, we have an inexhaustible supply. It's unlimited. I have unlimited thoughts. You have unlimited thoughts. Therefore, you are an unlimited being, have unlimited resources within and at your fingertips, metaphorically speaking, because fingertips are in the physical. Within you have everything. But just to make it understandable. Okay. And so the leases were made, and and for the the higher rent, and so they signed, but in the lease there was no clause about leaving. The 90-day clause wasn't there, so they had a year. And so they're like, okay, we're gonna give everybody $1,500 to get out. And then she's like, she got a hunch, like, here comes my 2,000. And then she said, oh, wait, talk to your friends. So she consulted with her friends, and I guess her friends were positive, and they said, hey, just ask for 2,000 and you'll get out. But why not ask for 2,000? So she asked for 2,000, and they gave it to her. The manifestation of her affirmation. There is no loss in divine mind. Therefore, I cannot lose the $2,000 which belong to me by divine right, or the money that belongs to me by divine right. And it came to her. Okay, she stayed positive. She stayed non-resistant. She blessed everything. She blessed the situation. She literally didn't say, I bless the situation, but she said, as the rent has been raised, it means that I'll be that much richer, for God is my supply. For me, I say, when things are not going my way, that means more good things are coming. And when life is going well and things are going great, that means more good things are coming. So you know what? No matter what's going on, good things are coming. Okay. No matter what. Okay. Because I know everything's happening for me. Best case scenario. See, now as I talk, it's only just positive maxims coming out of my mouth. Okay. And as I say these maxims, my life will manifest for the better and change for the better and consistently rise and rise and rise and rise positively. Okay. So that's how that happened in that story. It's a beautiful story. That's a story of wisdom and understanding situations. Okay. Another quote is, these things do not move me, right? Because you don't allow them to impact you negatively. You bless them. You fail. You say, I bless this success. Okay. Something happens negatively. I bless its success. Okay. Something that makes you unhappy. You can say, there is no, whatever happened, kind of describe what's going on. There is no separation. There is no unhappiness in divine mind. Therefore, I cannot be separated by the joy that belongs to me by divine right. Okay. Or fear as well. There is no fear in divine mind. Therefore, I go free to enjoy life. You can use these affirmations to create a better life for you. Okay. Right now, let's ask for, see yourself with the thing that you desire. Okay, so relax your shoulders, your arms and legs and toes and jaw and neck. And now take a deep breath. Think of the thing that you desire. Could be anything: love, health, wealth, success. Now, ask God. Say it in your mind or with your mouth. Say it with your spoken word. God, give me a definite lead if I am to do something. And now let it go. Okay. So we'll just focus on one right now. Okay. Because now we just gave a command to God and the subconscious mind. Okay. So you saw it. You already have it in your mind. Now you ask for a definite lead to manifest it physically, to demonstrate it. Demonstrate and manifest are the same thing. Okay. So I hope you like this one. If you feel like liking, like the video. If you feel like commenting, comment below any comments, any questions. And that way we can all grow together. Maybe you have a question that somebody else has and it'll help him or her grow. May even help me. Maybe it'll give me a different perspective. Okay. And if you feel like subscribing, subscribe. And I'll be here until next time. I love you. Peace.